Yo YouTube, what you saying? Oh, I've lost my voice. Yo YouTube, what you saying? I hope you're all good. So I recently released my second ever release on all platforms called Love On Me. You can see the cover picture on the screen now. So what I'm going to be doing in this video is showing you how I made this track, just breaking it down and giving you a few tips along the way as well. I've also just made a brand new timetable which you can see on screen now. If you don't want to click on this video all the time just to see the timetable, if you click on my channel and you see my little channel picture, my timetable will be on there. So it's got all the times that I'm going to be live streaming, which is most nights, and I'm going to be posting a weekly upload every Monday. Also I'm going to be doing a little bonus series on a Wednesday, which is my midweek mix, is where I just put together a set on the decks and play that for an hour or so. So if you do enjoy the video, make sure to smash the like button, and if you're new around here, don't forget to subscribe. So yeah, let's crack on straight into the video. Alright, so first off I'm going to show you, I've lost my voice again, man. Alright, so first off I'm going to show you how I made the drums. So the drums sound like this. Just really simple drums. We've got that kick, hat and then clap, which I'm going to get into in a second. So the kick for starters is just this normal, nice and like bassy kick. And then for the hats, we've got two hats. We've got this hat, and then we've got another hat just underneath that, which sounds like this. Just a lower hat, and then it makes this sound all together. Just to make it nice and swishy. Then we've got this hat loop. And then we've got a clap. So now you know how I made the drums, let's go on to arguably one of the most important things of a song, which is the vocals. So the vocals sound like this.
You make me feel that heat when we're touching bodies. I need this energy. Come put your love on me.
So without any effects on the vocals, it sounds like this.
You make me feel that heat when we're touching bodies. I need this energy. Come put your love on me.
Then the effects I've put on the vocals, we've got a Fruity Reverb 2 with these settings if you want to go ahead and copy them on any of your vocals. I use Fruity Reverb 2 on every of my vocals. It comes free with FL obviously, and it's such a great plugin, you can do so much stuff with it. I've also got Kickstart on this plugin. Looks a bit like this, just for the chorus, so it makes the vocals a little bit more bouncy. Then we've got an ozone imager on here. This is normally used for like pianos and stuff like that, but I thought I'd use it in this track. Then we've got a fruity delay bank, just to delay the vocals a little bit. If I add each vocal in one by one.
You make me feel that heat when we're touching bodies. I need this energy. Come put your love on me. I can't feel that rush. I don't want it to stop.
You can easily tell how much of a difference it makes. So next we've got the first pattern, which is the organ. The organ is probably the most important part of this track, as everything like the piano, the violin strings built around it, so the organ sounds like this. So this is what the MIDI is looking like, keeping it nice and simple, and this is what it sounds like without all the effects on. So the effects we've got on this organ are Fruity Reverb 2, just like the vocals. Then we've got a delay bank. Then we've got a kickstart just to sidechain it from the kick. We've also got a compressor, just messed around with the gain to turn the volume up a little bit as well. And then going with the organ, the second pattern we've got is a piano. So the piano just follows the same bass line as the organ, just with a few extra added notes, and we've also made this an octave up as well. The organ was used by the M1 house, the Korg M1 plugin by the way, and so is this piano. So we're using the Velo piano on combi mode, browser Velo piano. So for the effects we've got on the piano, we've got a kickstart again, just to sidechain it from the kick. Kickstart's a great plugin by the way. Everyone thinks it's so expensive. Like when I first bought it, I didn't think it was going to be. I think it was something like $13, which is nothing compared to plugins like Serum and stuff like that. I'd say this is arguably just as good in terms of its like plugin niche, if you know what I mean. Then we've got a Fruity Delay 3 on it, just different to the delay bank, as you can mess around with this a little bit more, and I think it sounds better on piano when you know how to use it properly. Then we've got a reverb with a wetness a little bit lower than usual, and then with the decay time a little bit higher than usual. Just because it's a piano, you don't want it to sound too reverby in the mix, and then you don't want the decay time to be low either. Then we've got also an imager, which is also a free plugin. I'll put a link to it in the description below, so you can go get that. It just increases the width and then stereoizes your mix on the piano as well. So I'll play the piano without any of the effects on. Then I'll play it again, but just slowly add the effects in. Just like that, it just changes the whole sound. Then for the effects, we've got this little string loop using the M1. You probably can't hear that if I turn this up. There we go. Just sounds like that. That's just in the background of the riser and stuff like that. Then for the drop, we've got a riser, a snare riser, another riser here with a little thing on the end, and then a downlifter and some crash cymbals. It sounds like this. So that's for the first riser. If you have noticed, the snare riser has a kickstart on that, just to sidechain it. I'll play that by itself. Just so it doesn't interrupt the mix as much. And then for the second riser, we've done something a bit different here as well. So we have just got the basic riser and then the risers and the crash cymbals, but we've done something a little bit different as well. Up here we've got a kick riser. So I made this myself. So it's just kicks getting faster and faster as they go along, and then as they're doing that, I'm building up the filter on the kick as well. So it sounds like this. All it does is just add some texture to the track. Sorry, and it makes it sound a lot better. So for the first drop, I'll play it fully. Now you know what sounds are in here. So this is what it sounds like. When we're touching bodies, I need this energy. Come put your love on me. I can't feel that rush. I don't want it to stop. Come give me what I want. Come put your love on me. And then the second drop sounds like this. You make me feel that heat when we're touching bodies. I need this energy. Come put your love on me. I can't feel that rush. I don't want it to stop. Come give me what I want. Come put your love on me. So for a quick tip, this is probably my favourite thing to do on the track, is just spices the track up a little bit more and makes it sound a lot better on your drops. So instead of sounding like this, that sounds boring, I've added these little effects here. Sounds a lot better. So I've done this by going on the kick, and if I just put that into a channel, and then if I left click up here and click make unique, and you left click, double click, then click reverse, it'll create that like sub effect. And then I'll change the decibels for these, turn them down a little bit. And yeah, that's literally about it for the song. If you do want to go listen to the song, I'll put a link in the description to go listen on Spotify, Apple Music, Soundcloud, everything like that. The song's doing really well on Soundcloud actually, which I'm really proud of. If you've got any questions, make sure to link them down in the comment section below. All my links will be in the description below. And yeah, go get my drum kit. All these sounds that I used in the video from my drum kit. So yeah, I'll see you on next week's video, and I hope to see you in one of my live streams. Peace out.